Hi, it's me, Ale, again, and I will be answering questions 1 through 3 for Module 4 Reading Assessment. Firstly, I would like to say that the model I picked that I would want to integrate into my practice if I work with clients struggling with mental health or spirituality or both, is a clinical pragmatism model. I really like this model because it has a humanistic approach, and it emphasizes the self-actualization theory, which is something that is talked about in the Code of Ethics of the National Association of Social Work. It is our duty to make sure that our clients are aware that they have the power to move forward in their lives and face difficult circumstances with our support, of course. And I like that it highlights dignity and self-worth. So what this model does is it relieves symptoms of depression and these sort of obsessive behaviors that I believe a lot of religious people hold when they have an idea of God, and then they think like everything is because God, and they kind of have this, like I said, obsessive idealism about their religion. Question 2 asks for my views on the topic of possession and how some religions view mental illness as a result of demons being in your life or in your body. I have had my own experiences with religious people saying that depression is a sign of the devil, that you're not praying enough, you're not going to church enough, you have to cleanse your house. And I believe those ideas are valid to a certain extent, but that people need to realize that mental illness and religion can be connected. Mr. Renenbaum, pardon, I don't know if I pronounce his name correctly, but he kind of talked about that idea a little bit. But also I think that mental health has its own cures, although there's still absence of evidence in many things that pertain to mental illness, and religion does as well. It has its own practices that people can use to feel better and feel more like spiritually light, if that makes sense. And I like that the book he wrote in 2018 goes into how Pentecost and people who practice Judaism kind of saw the idea of mental illness as it being demonically inherited. So that's what I think about it. I think it needs to be discussed more in churches, so people can be more aware and not ignorant to the help that people struggling with mental health may need. Question 3 asks me to be Mrs. Hardy's social worker. 1 second, please. The ideas presented by Mr. Renenbaum that I think would be very helpful when working with Miss Hardy would be hospitality and listening. You could say accompanying or sharing the journey as well. The reason I picked hospitality is because as a late 84-year-old widow, alone, not really much family that is close to her, you're already struggling with that idea of fear, not really sure where your husband is. You're struggling with dementia. You don't always remember that your husband has passed away. You need kind of that person that you can talk to who will make you feel safe, and I think a social worker would have to be very aware of these qualities to have when speaking to Ms. Hardy that will allow her to feel safe. Also listening to her carefully, not ignoring her, and making sure that she feels heard, even if she forgets it a little bit later because of her illness that she is struggling with. I will have to be honest and say that the communication issues that I might have is the infantilization communication style, because she is an elderly woman who struggles with dementia. I might feel the need to kind of talk to her very slowly in a way that perhaps could trigger her symptoms, and I would say maybe labeling as well. I would think, okay, well, this lady, like I said earlier, she's 84 years old, she's a widow, she has dementia. I have to put this, and this in place and take care of her. She's just another person on the list, and it kind of denies her personhood as well. And that is something that I would have to be very mindful of as well. And that is simply because of, I guess, my personality. But like I said, I'll have to be mindful about it. And I'm glad that chapter 4 of Matthew's book even went into talking about this, because I have found myself feeling invalidation, I hope that's how you say it, from just the staff member on campus, and I'm glad now I know what it means and how it feels, so that I will not unconsciously do that to one of my clients or somebody that I am supposed to be helping. I hope this video was insightful to my thoughts and kind of my views. I'm sorry to hear about brain farts, but yes, thank you.